Welcome back to the Michael Artsis Show. I'm Michael Artsis, and I say welcome back because we did an abridged version yesterday, so now it's like the whole thing, the whole Megillah. A lot of days we give you like an hour and a half, 2 hours, so we're supposed to do an hour a day. So 30 minutes isn't bad some days. Anyway, I'm Michael Artsis. You're the Terrifics. Thanks so much for joining us. What's up, Terrifics? I got Kevin across the hall in the control room. How you doing, Kevin?
I'm doing great. How you doing, Terrifics? How you doing out there?
Everybody is excellent.
It's Friday, so that's always a good thing. My favorite day of the week.
Friday. What's up, Janny? Janny's watching in our Slack chat, and a lot of the other Terrifics are there as well. You can join us on all social media at BeTerrific TV. Oh my God, this cough is killing me. Will I ever get rid of this?
Give it one more week.
If I don't get rid of it in one more week, then what? Stick my head in a cement block?
I'm going to go against the doctor's orders and recommend that you drink tea anyway, even though they told you not to.
All right.
That still doesn't... I've always thought that tea and colds go hand in hand as far as curing it. So, when you told me that, I was kind of thrown back a little bit.
Let's get to a couple of NFL notes. How's that sound? Then we'll get into
good.
tech. Then we'll get into... I know you want to know how Jack did last night with his parent-teacher meeting. So the Jets hosting RG3. Johnny Manziel is freaking cut. I was going to say fired, but he's freaking cut. No surprise there. And the fact that the Jets want RG3 is no surprise, by the way, but I think it'd be a terrible move.
On whose part?
On the Jets' part. I mean, what do you mean on whose part? If RG3 should play anywhere, they'll take him.
Yeah, man.
Shouldn't he? And then... you got Mark Sanchez, former New York Jet, goes to the Broncos.
Oh, Sanchez went to the Broncos.
Sanchez went to the Broncos.
Wow.
And then, I don't know. Then what?
Sanchez to the Broncos. That's interesting.
Then Kaepernick is where? Where's Kaepernick going?
Last I checked, Kaepernick is still in San Fran, but Cleveland is the team he wants to go to. The Jets are interested. I thought the Broncos were interested, but I guess they got Sanchez now, so that's going to be out.
Yeah. I don't know. I think I don't know. I think he's not. He is not going to the Broncos. I think the Broncos are positioning. I think they got Sanchez because they had no quarterback. They had 0 quarterbacks. So they got Sanchez so that they can negotiate better with the 49ers, and they can say, look, we have a quarterback. Because otherwise the 49ers could have just said, well, we want two first-round draft picks.
Well, the 49ers are going to eliminate them altogether. They have options in Cleveland and other teams.
Of course,
that want them,
but I'm saying that they could sit there to the Broncos and say you have no quarterback, which they can also tell the Browns. But they definitely could tell the Broncos that because they had no quarterback. They had their third stringer from last year.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to have to make a move one way or the other.
But Sanchez is basically a practice quarterback.
Yeah, Sanchez, they were talking about that earlier, how Sanchez just gets no respect at all. He's probably like the least respected quarterback in professional football.
Well, he should be the least respected quarterback in professional football, although the Broncos are going to sit there and say when they're told that by the 49ers and the owner, Jed York, they're going to say, listen, clearly Peyton Manning could run our offense last year, so Sanchez will be fine. Peyton Manning had 0 mobility, was in a lot of pain, and then we had some Brock Osweiler guy that nobody wanted, and then the Houston Texans overpaid for, and he played well. So clearly we'll be fine with Mark Sanchez. So don't worry. If you want 2 third-round picks, we'll give them to you for Kaepernick. Otherwise, we're not going to do that. And I think that that's how they're going to play it. And the Browns right now need a quarterback more than they do. By the way, my good friend Kurt Rogers is watching. He just checked in, and he's also over being sick, which is great. What's up, Kurt Rogers? He was at WPPI. Thank you so much for watching. So much to get to, by the way. So anyway, So and Russell Wilson and is it Ciara? Is that her name?
Yes, Ciara.
Ciara are engaged.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so finally, then they could just go ahead and do it. I think that's probably why.
Wait a second. Is this the truth that they're not? Do you believe that? No, I'll tell you, I don't believe it.
I mean,
I don't care what they say. I don't believe it.
It's hard to believe because she's gorgeous. I mean,
it's not even that. It's Russell Wilson has got all this adrenaline going through him. He's a young man, and I don't believe it.
But he's also a man of faith, so.
I don't believe it.
I mean, put it like this. I know someone, or I've met someone who went to high school with Russell Wilson.
Yeah.
And supposedly he wasn't so, cuffed in high school. So.
Right. And he was already married. What are we pretending here? Neither of them are virgins.
No one's a virgin, but
right.
I think they think that it kind of like helps the relationship as far as like, you know, when they can stay together without that. Makes them stronger.
Yeah,
maybe that's something we should all try. We should all try.
They might need to lean on that later in their relationship.
Yeah, exactly. So we should all try that, right? You know what? Yeah.
Yeah, but once you open the floodgates, I mean, this isn't.
I'm just joking. There's no closing those doors once they're open.
Yeah.
You can't close that door.
We're not all trying that, by the way.
Yeah, definitely not.
Listen, let's just be honest. Come on. And by the way, first of all, what if they did the 2-point conversion and they're not actually having, you know?
Oh, see? Exactly.
See? So I mean,
favor for a favor.
Or what if on the other hand, I mean, they're not doing anything except for grinding, let's say, right?
Nah, they're not grinding.
But you know what I'm saying. What if they're getting to third base, right? What's the difference between getting to third base and going home? There's no difference.
Actually getting into the club. Actually touching the home. Actually crossing the home base. It's nothing like crossing home base.
I know that, but I mean, if she's performing acts on him and he's performing acts on her, what are we talking about?
I don't think they even entertain the third base because once you get to third base, you can't stop.
You can't stop yourself.
Yeah,
I would agree with that.
I think at that point, that's
there's no way they're not. Besides, now they're getting married. Okay. And so the first time they're going to do it is on their wedding night. And then what if Russell Wilson's like, oh my God, that was terrible? What if she's like, that was terrible?
Practice makes perfect?
Yeah, not in this case. I don't know, man. I don't believe it. Not for one
I mean, they both
second.
had their fair share of practice, so they should.
I mean, it's one thing when Britney Spears is 16 and says, I'm a virgin, and comes out and says that, and nobody believed it, and she later admitted that she wasn't. But I mean, it's one thing when Britney does that. Why is Russell Wilson doing this? Why does he feel the need to say this?
I mean, it's because again, he's a man of faith. It's based on his religion.
But we know it's not true.
What's not true?
You really believe he's doing this? That he's telling us the truth?
I mean, I put it like this. It's hard to. I can't. It's tough to do.
I couldn't
do it. But
I'll tell you what. If they get married tonight in Vegas, then he's telling the truth. If they don't, then he's lying to us.
But I mean, they've been dating for what? It's been about a year now. So
yeah. So you're telling me he hasn't had sex in a year? That's what you're telling me. An NFL quarterback who's a star and a starting quarterback and a stud who goes on the road and has women hanging all over him hasn't had sex in a year.
Listen, what's the chances of that? It's hard, but some people really practice their faith in that way. What about? Did you believe Tim Tebow?
No.
Didn't believe him either.
No.
I mean, because the thing is with Tim Tebow, right?
Yeah.
I always thought that if that wasn't the case with him, news would have gotten out already by now.
Non-disclosure agreements, maybe they were really tight. I didn't say it was in college. I'm talking.
No, I mean Tim Tebow was supposedly.
But I'm talking about in the NFL.
Oh, in the NFL, pop. I didn't hear him kind of like promote that or talk about that too much in the NFL.
He said he was. He said he was celibate.
In college, he was. That was something that was.
I don't believe it. Even in college, I mean, we're supposed to. Peyton Manning's putting his balls on some trainer's face, and this guy's not doing anything, and that's 20 years ago, allegedly, by the way, allegedly. Peyton Manning.
Man, some people are really into their faith. I mean, I don't listen. I couldn't do it, but. If that's something that
there's
he really
no
did,
way. I don't believe it.
I mean,
I don't believe a guy that has that much testosterone goes. No, thank you.
No, I'm not gonna do it.
No way.
But then again, like you said, though, it doesn't have to be actual, round in third base. It could be favor for a favor. Those types of things help alleviate the stress.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like,
so he's that testosterone is getting rid of one way, one how somehow, maybe not through.
He must love himself. That's all I gotta say. Because. Yeah.
Well, she could love him for him. There's ways to get around it.
I'm telling you, Kevin, there's no freaking way that this guy's gone a year. Russell Wilson, who was having sex, was married.
Yes.
NFL quarterback, Super Bowl champion, went from having sex to not having sex.
It sounds
crazy. For a whole year.
It sounds crazy.
I
mean, this could be the whole purpose of it because it's drawn a lot of attention. It's been talked about. It was talked about when news first broke out that that's the way their relationship was going.
Yeah.
The news was all over the place.
I don't know. Who really cares, by the way? If he wants to do that, go for it.
Yeah, I respect him. But honestly, you say that, but a lot of people, I've had talks with friends who were
I'm just saying I don't believe it.
Yeah, it's like
doesn't matter to me.
Yeah, I've had people who really are more so like almost upset that he's not doing it. They're like upset with him. Like, why aren't you doing it? Like, she's like,
Well, I mean, why would you be upset? That's his choice.
I mean, I guess it's because I don't know. Because I guess you put yourself in that position and you're not gonna. Have you seen Ciara?
It's yeah, but the thing is, the difference.
What do you think of her?
Well, hold on. The difference is he could. Like you're saying, the people are upset because he put himself in that position and then stops, right? And they're upset like you have this opportunity that's amazing, but at any time he could say let's do it. Like
yeah, exactly. And it's not like he. Like,
I don't have, if he's not doing it, I have no problem with it. That's
and it's not like having like beautiful women around him is foreign to him. He has access to that whenever he wants at any time.
Right.
You know.
Right. This is why I'm saying he's on the road, beautiful women, hangers on, groupies, NFL quarterback, star in commercials, on TV.
I mean, he keeps himself out of a lot of environments, though. He doesn't drink. You know, he doesn't do a lot of things. So
I'm just telling you.
Listen, the likelihood of it being like real that he really hasn't done anything.
I'm not saying he stepped out on her. I'm saying they behind closed doors. We don't know what happened. That's what I'm saying. Listen, I don't care though if he's if he's having sex or he's not having sex with her. I don't care. How about that?
Of course we don't. I'm not doing it, but
I think you should be honest. That's all. And if he's honest, then great.
So you pretty much just don't think that's the case. That is truthful that they're not doing it. I mean, hey, your guess is highly likely that's the case. You know, because it's tough to do. It's hard for any man to imagine, especially.
Come on, you're a grown man. I mean, what do I think of her? You asked me that. She's beautiful.
Like on a scale of 1 to 10.
I mean, she's up there, man. She's like a 9 or a 10.
9 or a 10 now. Well, that's pretty high.
Don't you think? Well, let me look at. Let me look
because I got to think of the 10s, and it's like I wouldn't put her as a 10.
Well, hold on. I just was going off memory. I'm actually going to look at pictures of her now. Yeah, I take that back. On a scale of 1 to 10?
Yeah.
I don't know. She's pretty good looking, man.
No, she is. She's definitely very good looking.
I don't know. She looks like she's got a bad attitude, though. I will tell you that. She doesn't look very friendly.
Man.
I don't know. I'll bring her back down to a 7, 6, 7.
Wow.
Yeah.
Sheesh. Matt, you know what? We talked about this last time, and I remember you said that Beyonce wasn't that attractive.
Oh, so, Beyonce's not that attractive.
See, that was crazy to me. So I have to ask, who is your 10? Who is the woman that's
10?
like?
I don't know. Jill.
Besides, of course, of course, without a doubt, Jill, of course, is that woman. Yeah. But celebrity 10? Figure, yes.
I go back to Cindy Crawford, 1989.
Cindy Crawford, okay.
Yeah. I mean, I think she was bananas.
All right.
Let's see, who else? I don't know. I mean, different. I'm okay with different looks. Like, it doesn't have to be the same look. So, like Cindy looks good today.
Cindy Crawford, okay.
Yeah. I mean, Cindy definitely. But I mean, Pammy had her moments, right? Pammy Anderson.
Oh, Pamela Anderson, okay.
Yeah, I call her Pammy. I don't know,
All right.
That's what.
Were you a big Baywatch watcher? You seem like you.
No, I never watched Baywatch.
Okay.
Like 2 episodes or something.
Okay.
Never really watched Baywatch. No way. No. But
that's when Carmen Electra was on the scene too.
Carmen Electra was good looking too. Wow, she was up there. But you're talking back in the day. I
mean, I'm just asking the jet because I just want to get a.
Yeah, I mean, to me, like Cindy Crawford. Man, they had that poster hanging in the store called Tops in Great Neck, where I grew up.
Yeah.
Or was it Tops? No, it was Jay's Stationery, and they had a Bon Jovi poster and a Cindy Crawford poster, and she had like these jean cutoffs that were kind of in a thong, and she had sand on her butt, and she was turning around. Oh, that was, yeah, Cindy.
Cindy.
Yeah, she was good looking.
Oh, I know Cindy. Yeah, she was.
I mean, she still is. She still is.
I agree.
Yeah, there are a lot out there, but you got to meet them in person to be able to judge too.
Oh, you've met all of these people in person.
Well, I know I haven't met Ciara or Beyonce.
But you met Cindy Crawford.
Yeah, I interviewed her.
Wow. That must have been nice.
It was amazing. It was amazing. It was really because she's a wonderful person and she's smart and she's fun. Yeah. She's awesome. She was great, and she was so nice, and it was a great experience. It was one of my first like interviews with a big time A-list celebrity, and she couldn't have been nicer. And I remember going to the men's room afterwards. In this, I went to the men's room afterwards, and I'm looking for this picture of her, by the way, that I was talking about that was hanging in Jay's Stationery. And I went to the men's room, and there was a men's room attendant. And he goes, "How you doing?" And I was like, "You know what? I'm pretty freaking good." this is I'm good. Like, this was a great night, you know. And I said, if I was 12 and you told me I would interview Cindy Crawford, I would have been super excited. So I got to think about that and tell you it's a great night.
That's pretty cool.
I mean, there's a lot of great. I mean, Elle McPherson was beautiful. I met her. Jenny McCarthy was really good looking.
Jenny McCarthy, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Just getting an idea, you know.
I just don't like Beyonce's face.
Yeah, that's, I mean.
It looks alien to me.
I mean, it's each their own. Everybody has their cup of tea that they enjoy. I don't know.
Yeah.
She's extremely beautiful to me. I don't know. Like,
listen,
I mean,
eyes and beauty is in the eye of the beholder, or as Adam would say, beer holder.
Yeah, you know. I mean, I agree. I got to get Adams too. I haven't heard Adams.
I don't know. It's hard. Like, I'm picky, to be honest. Like, I said 10. I was just kind of saying that, but you know.
Yeah, I knew that because I'm like 10. What, even 10 for Cindy Crawford?
No, Ciara.
Okay.
I'm real picky like that. Like, I'm not gonna dole out 10s that easily.
Yeah, 10 should be hard to come by. But Cindy Crawford is a 10 though.
Oh, absolutely. Cindy Crawford back in the day. I'm not talking
Crawford's
today. I mean, she's beautiful today still, but
back in the day, that's the okay. So I'm just
I know that's the gold standard.
That's the gold standard.
Cindy is the gold standard. Don't you think? I mean, do you argue with that?
Actually, I think Beyonce looks better than her, but
really,
I mean, yeah.
Because you have to have a good face. Beyonce looks like an alien.
I don't think so. Beyonce has extremely soft facial features, beautiful smile. She's gorgeous to me.
Really?
Yeah.
I think her skin's bad too.
See, I don't get, I haven't had the access you had, so I've never met her, so I've never seen her, just on television.
I've never met her. I'm pretty sure I was standing next to her at the Super Bowl a bunch of years ago.
Oh, okay, see, so you probably you say you have a better, you had a better.
You know who I don't think is that good looking in person? Who? Everybody's making a big deal about Maria Menounos.
Oh yeah, I'm not that big one. That's the girl that Derek Jeter was dating.
No, that's who did Jeter date? No.
Who didn't Jeter date?
Yeah. He dated Mariah Carey.
I'm not big on her. See, that's somebody who's not very attractive.
I think that was a publicity stunt, though.
Yeah, she's not very good looking at all.
No, you'd say if she was here now and she was like, Kevin, let's go back to my place, you'd be like, nah.
Nah, see, that's the thing. Right back in the day. No, put it like this.
Yeah.
Let me take that back.
What are we talking about, by the way? Okay, yeah.
She's attractive, but I would probably put her on a lesser scale of she's probably like more of like a 6.
I think she's a good looking.
Like a 7.
She's
6.
good looking. She's not. I mean, Mariah Carey, like 1990, is a lot better looking than Mariah Carey today. I don't know what's going on.
In her prime, she's like a 7.
Yeah.
7.5 maybe.
No, I wouldn't give her that much, but she was good looking.
No, but Beyonce, I would say, trumps some of the aforementioned girls. Angela Simmons is probably like one of my favorites right now.
Angela Simmons. I'm going to look her up in a second.
Yeah, she's gorgeous.
I mean, you're looking at photographs. If you really pull apart these photographs, like, you got to look at the real photographs, not the airbrushed, like, made-up photos.
Those are hard to find, like.
I'm looking now. I don't know.
Do you like Kim Kardashian
I got one of Beyonce here that she looks terrible. Do I like Kim?
Yeah.
Kim has her moments, man. She definitely has her moments, but I don't know.
See, she's another one who I think she's stunning. I think she's like.
No, I think she's much better looking than Beyonce. Much better looking.
I see. If you say she's better looking than Beyonce, I can go with you there.
Okay.
Much better? I don't know, but she's better looking for sure.
Yeah, I don't know. What was the other one you said? Who?
Angela Simmons.
Angela. You know who was beautiful? Oh, this girl was a 10, and I can say this. I met her in person. Vanessa Williams.
Vanessa Williams, yeah.
Oh,
she was tough back in her day.
Well, you said Angela Simmons?
Yes.
I can't spell, apparently, because this is not Angela Simmons. Ooh.
Yes. Angela Simmons, she's beautiful.
I don't know what she does, but she's beautiful.
She's Reverend Runs from Run DMC.
That's his daughter?
Yeah, his daughter.
Now I feel weird.
Oh, man.
All right.
You met him?
No, I just feel weird because, like, I grew up like listening to him. It's kind of weird. Like I'm weird. Like, I've met Alexa Ray Joel, Billy Joel's daughter.
Okay.
I don't want to tell you what I think of how she looks, but I can't even evaluate her that way.
Okay.
Because I grew up like listening to Billy Joel. It's kind of weird being like, yeah, your daughter's hot. I mean, even with Rod Stewart's daughter, Kimberly Stewart, but Rachel Hunter. Now that's a different story.
Rachel Hunter. That name really rings a bell.
Yeah. Rachel Hunter? You don't know who Rachel Hunter is?
No, I know her. That's what I'm saying. I know her. I'm just trying to put the picture in my head right now.
Wait, hold on. Let me see if I can find this Cindy Crawford thing. I'll share my screen. Jeans shorts. I can't find this exact photo. It's going to be so hard. It was a black and white poster, like the 80s.
And you know another one of my favorites?
What's that?
Scarlett Johansson.
I'm not into her.
Scarlett, see. Yeah, we definitely have a difference in
I'm definitely
taste.
not into her.
Scarlett Johansson, I'm big on her.
Yeah.
She's really nice.
I mean, she's okay. I'm not into her, though. I'm not saying she's ugly. I'm just not into her.
Just,
Yeah, I don't know. I can't find this Cindy Crawford one. All right.
yeah. Well, I forgot what we were talking about. We were talking about Russell Wilson and Ciara, and then we got...
Yeah, well, we got sidetracked on talking about how beautiful Ciara is. Yeah, I think Ciara's like 6'7". I'll go in there.
6. A 6 is not... I guess that's what the thing is. A 6 is kind of like,
Yeah.
you know?
Right. No, it's not. No. I mean, you have to be very fine. Okay, I'll give her a 6.6. 6.6. All right.
I mean, listen.
To a 7.
Hey,
she might be
scale.
a 7.
You can rate how you want.
She might be a 7. I don't know. She just looks angry all the time. Like Cindy looked happy. She looked nice, friendly. And she is. I mean, you could have a conversation with her.
I see.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
That helps. I don't know. Yeah, Cindy was hot. I don't know. I find it hard, especially with celebrities, to find like...
Because you don't really get the real them. And when
Right.
we look up images, it's all like makeup and
Yeah.
the manufactured stuff.
Yeah, the other day I was like in People and I saw some... Oh, no, what was I doing? I came across some news article about Britney Spears in a bikini and on like a Friday.
I'm not big on Britney Spears either.
But I wasn't, and then I looked at the pictures and I was like, oh my God, she looks great. And then I was like, wait a second, these are photoshopped.
Of course.
Yeah.
That Photoshop will get you every time.
The other thing with
Nowadays,
Kim, you talk about Kim Kardashian, every photo she looks different. Completely different. It's like a different person. Yeah, I'm not that into Ciara now that I'm looking at this engagement photo. I mean, he did good. She's a good-looking girl, but, I'm glad he's happy. Come on, look at this picture. Her freaking, she's not wearing a bra. Her breasts are practically exposed. You're telling me he's not hitting that? Come on.
Man, I'm not saying that he isn't. I'm just saying that he's saying that he isn't, and she's saying that he isn't. So
I don't believe it. That's all. That's what I'm going to say. I'm going to stick with that.
That's a save. That's like if he.
I don't care if he is or he's not. But
we were betting that would be a good bet to take. That they're not being true to their word.
All right. So some really cool tech, man. I'm really excited about.
Oh yeah, what's going on in the tech world?
Well, Jenny likes Ciara, I think.
Like Ciara? Okay.
I don't know. I think so. No, I mean, just this VR stuff, the phone. How disappointing was that Best Buy call yesterday?
Oh, yeah. Any word? Did they give you a call back
today? What do you mean, any word? I'm not going to get a call for like another month.
Yeah, she said it's realistically speaking. She said she shouldn't expect one today anyway. So
yeah.
Just kind of braced you for it.
But it was kind of disappointing.
No, it's very disappointing.
Yeah.
I know how much you were looking forward to it. So.
I know. Really
Hopefully
excited.
Monday.
I know, but I wanted like the weekend to play with it and get comfortable with it and all that. Anyway, I'm just really excited about the VR stuff, and I think there's more and more VR tech that's coming out that's going to be really cool and new ways to shoot it and stuff like that. So I'm very excited about that. I'm very excited for the New York Auto Show. We're going to be doing that.
That's going to be cool.
Yeah. And so, all right, I'll tell you about Jack's thing, and then we can get back to the show. Maybe I'll play a little. Maybe I'll play a little Black Ops and show you how bad I am. So I get there. First of all, I leave here about 4:45. Really like 4:30, 4:45.
Yeah.
And I guess I never leave here that early, so I didn't know that there was a freight train that goes by. And so for like 45 minutes, I sat and waited for the slowest freight train in the world, and then kept thinking, should I turn around? Should I turn around? Should I turn around? But I thought it'd be like a quick train. So by the time I decided, should I turn around, I kept saying, it's going to take me a half an hour to go back. And so then it's going to cost me, it's basically going to cost me, I'm never going to make it, right? So I thought about like, well, I could drive really fast, but there's too much traffic. So I made it with like 2 minutes to spare, which was nerve-wracking. And then I get in there, and it was fine. They were very pleased with Jack. They praised him. They said he's learning. He's doing very well. They like the progress that he's made as a student, and he's talking really well. And he's, and all 2-year-olds act like he acts. They push and they whatever, and he's learning how to express his emotions. They said he's very emotional. He's very deep. His grandparents' dog Madison died, and he had a rough trip on Thanksgiving. At the end of the trip, he fell off the bed, and we were in the hospital with him, and then immediately after, I was in the hospital being sick. So, you put them all together, and it kind of shook up his world, and he needs routine and stuff. So there's partly that. Partly is learning how to navigate his emotions and talk about his emotions and stuff like that. And they've said in the last week they've seen some great strides.
Awesome.
Yeah. So
Proud Papa.
they said he's very smart. They constantly see him thinking. He puts thoughts together. They were very impressed that they were talking about snow and that he said there's no snow on the ground, and he was disappointed. And they said, yeah, and he said no snow till next winter. And the fact that he could understand that concept, they thought was very impressive.
2-year-old, that's great.
Yeah. So he's doing good. All that nervousness for no reason. And Jill was nervous too, by the way. When I got home, or when I got there, she was nervous. She admitted that. So yeah.
I mean, it's the first one, Yeah. So it's like you want to make sure that everything you've done up to this moment has nurtured a good kid
and they
in the
said
classroom.
he has more trouble when I travel, and that maybe I could leave like a T-shirt that smells like me in his bed, or I could. Sometimes it's hard to call him, but I could try and call him, or he can cross off days on a calendar till I'll be home, or he can do other stuff, like maybe we could FaceTime a little bit more, all sorts of stuff. And I make efforts to do that, so, because he can't realize that I'm coming back.
Gotcha.
Like he doesn't necessarily, he kind of gets it, but he doesn't 100% understand. I'll be back. I'll be back. Maybe I got to get Arnold to tell him.
Makes sense. I guess that can be a scary thing for a kid not knowing. But no, that's cool though. I mean, it sounds like everything.
It went well. I was very happy.
See?
Yeah.
I mean, that's great news to hear. I mean, especially he had a rough week, but none of that.
Well, rough week last week.
Yeah, last week.
Yeah.
So
but
pretty good.
Like I said, it seems in the moment like everything gets blown out of proportion. Like they micromanage everything. You didn't have this kind of interaction with teachers back then. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Back in the day.
And nowadays, I mean, back in the day, everything didn't matter as much.
It didn't matter, right? That's the truth.
But
Like
then
if,
again,
if I pushed the kid, nobody cared.
Exactly. But I'm guessing he's going to a very, very good school,
I think so. I mean, I think so.
Top-notch educators and,
I think
and
so.
environment and everything else. So he's probably getting the best resources for everything. So they're going to be on top of everything with him.
Yeah, I guess. I didn't have that experience. They were just like, go here.
Yeah, go play,
Yeah.
That's it.
I forgot this kid. I cut my eye open when I was in nursery school, and it was a fight. So I told you, but I didn't remember
Another
about
fight?
this fight.
Oh, man.
No, it wasn't though. I mean, this kid punched me, and I chased after him, so I guess this is very normal. And I chased after him, and I made a right, and I zigged and zagged, and I hit the corner of something, cut my eye open. That's all.
That's all I want.
Yeah, but I didn't. Like, it wasn't a fight like we were talking about the other day. This was like maybe Jack gets into a situation like this. They didn't have playground toys like they have today. Everything's safe and rounded corners and rubber on everything. I was on this wood boat. And it had a smokestack, and at the base of the smokestack was, a wooden square base, which was sharp. Maybe some nails sticking out. I tripped. That was crazy. They had to hold me down, like, on the thing, and like give me stitches in my eye, like basically my eye. Oof. As a kid, that was freaky. Nobody told me what was going on.
Yeah, those types of things stick with you, don't it? See, you still remember that to this day.
Oh yeah, and they wouldn't explain it, and they were just like, sit still. Yeah.
Scary.
Janny wants to know, who is the beautiful women from back in the day to now? It's funny, they all say they don't want a Stern show or anything like the Stern show. And then we start talking about women, and that's all they want to know. I would honestly say, Cindy Crawford, Christy Brinkley, Elle McPherson all look amazing today. All look amazing today, don't they?
I haven't. Cindy Crawford I've seen. I know she still looks
How
good.
about Sharon Stone, 58 years old?
Honestly, you know what? I don't know. Sharon Stone doesn't look great now, but back in the day.
Yeah, but she looks pretty good for 58.
I think, she just got me. Sharon Stone just got me at the right age, because that's when I saw that movie.
You saw that movie,
Yeah,
Basic Instinct, with that scene?
Yeah.
I was telling somebody about that the other day. It was too young. They had no idea.
Yeah, she was just very seductive, so.
Yeah. CJ's in the Slack chat, too. by the way. I want to know where Digital Phil is. Maybe it's all this Sharon Stone talk. Yeah, there are some pictures here where Sharon Stone doesn't look so good.
Yeah, she doesn't look good. You know, like I grew up and realized, like, wow, she's not that attractive. Well, maybe she just looked attractive.
But she also, didn't she had a Brazilian when she did that scene, which was uncommon back then. She basically could take credit for starting all that.
Yeah, she was just, I mean, her sex appeal was
But her thing was she said the director fooled her into doing that. I was like, I watched that scene and I remember thinking, yeah, I'm sure the director fooled you into doing that. You went and got a Brazilian.
Yeah, right.
You just happen to be perfectly waxed. And somehow the director said, excuse me, would you mind taking your underwear off and sitting in that chair? And then like 3 minutes later, would you mind just, switching to the other leg?
Yeah, and the way she switched to the other leg, too.
I know, come on.
Come on. It was just too perfect.
Yeah. Don't worry, in post, we're going to put underwear in there. I mean, it was this is what I'm saying is publicists dream up things, people dream up things. This is how I want to present myself to the public. It's not reality. That's what I'm saying. This is a perfect example. Do you remember that was all the thing? I got fooled by the director. I got fooled. No, you didn't. Stop it.
Hey, I mean,
you're a grown woman. You were probably 35 when that happened. Nobody fools you.
Makes for a better story.
I was so upset. I was so upset.
Makes for a
Heather
better story.
Locklear was pretty good looking back then. But
Yeah,
I don't
she was. I think we looked her up some time ago.
Yeah, I remember this. We've done this once or twice before, huh?
Not too.
You know who though? Oh my God, the Tiffany Amber Thiessen. Oh, I had such a crush on her when she was Kelly Kapowski.
Oh, Kelly. Yeah. Melissa Milano was my girl from the 90s shows.
She's good looking too, but I think she's better looking now than she was back then.
Honestly,
Alyssa.
she's timeless. She just looks good forever.
Yeah.
Like she's one of the best looking women ever on television. Ever.
Yeah, she's a good looking girl.
Tatiana Ali, very big on her.
Tatiana Ali?
You know her? That's Ashley from Fresh Prince.
Tatiana Ali.
Yeah, she looks great as a woman, just like she did.
She looks great as a woman.
Yeah.
Is that what you say about Caitlyn Jenner? What is with all this stuff, by the way? Why is she the spokesperson now for like a yoga company?
Because it's great, like you just said about publicity. They make up what they want.
No, but does she even do yoga?
And I'm not a fan of Caitlyn Jenner at all. I think that whole thing's a publicity stunt. And
It's not a publicity stunt. Stop it.
Listen, the attention.
This guy did not go through all of that for a publicity stunt. I can't find.
He had a show and everything lined up. Tataya.
Oh wow, you really know. Hold on a second. Hold on. Tataya. Ana.
Ali.
I don't know how to spell.
Or you can just say Ashley from Fresh Prince.
She's alright looking now.
I mean, I liked Hillary too. Hillary was pretty. I like Lisa Turtle. Like I like a lot of those girls. Kelly Kapowski, like you named, she was hot. Elizabeth Berkley actually was really like she wasn't so hot on the show.
No, oh my God, we saw her in an airport on the way to. I think Dave and I saw her on the way to the FAA convention.
Yeah, she wasn't.
Oh no, she looked amazing. I was like, that's Elizabeth Berkley. He goes, Elizabeth Berkley's not that hot. I was like, I'm telling you, that's Elizabeth Berkley. And then I said it a little too loud. And she turned around, she smiled at us, and I was like, hi. Oh, man.
No, she was hot. You know what she got? Like, she wasn't that hot on the show, but afterwards, like when, I think like she had a movie Showgirls and stuff like that, I'm like, wow, she's really like.
No, but I mean, this is like, I don't know, 3 months ago, 5 months ago. She looked good. She's had 2 little kids with her, and oh my God, her and her husband, they're the two best looking people in the world.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
One of those.
I mean, yeah, I was like, it's not. You guys should be on Hallmark cards, or like you should be in the picture frame. I don't know.
Yeah.
Tatiana Ali.
Yeah.
Hillary. I don't remember Hillary. Hillary on Fresh Prince.
She doesn't look too good right now, though. I don't think Hillary.
Well, I type in Hillary, and
no, matter of fact, Hillary looks good. I'm sorry, Lisa Turtle doesn't look good right now.
Who's Lisa Turtle?
From Saved by the Bell.
Oh yeah, she does not look good now. No.
Yeah, doesn't look good at all.
Yeah, Hillary doesn't look that good.
Not right now.
No, you know who used to look good though? Didn't Lisa Bonet look good?
She was okay.
You didn't like her?
I mean, she was cool. She was alright.
I liked Lisa Bonet.
I mean, I see her now. She looks. Now she's not so great. Back in the day, she was okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not.
With the Cosby Show.
Yeah.
Who was the other ones on the Cosby Show? Did any of the Cosby?
Oh, you know who does look good? Yeah. Rudy.
Rudy looks good?
Yeah, Rudy.
I'm gonna
looks
look
good.
up Rudy in a second. Yeah, Rudy would be the only one that could.
You know who I thought
good.
was gonna be really good looking?
Yeah.
And then she turned out to be complete opposite.
Who?
Raven Simone.
Yeah.
I mean, she was so cute as a kid that you thought,
Oh
wow,
my God,
she's gonna be great looking.
Wow, Rudy is gorgeous.
Yeah, Rudy's gorgeous. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, Raven Simone did not turn out well at all.
But you could literally, look at like who'd you like look up to as a kid?
As far as like Michael Jordan.
No, okay, so like, could you look at Michael Jordan's daughter and be like, she's hot?
It's tough because I've seen Michael Jordan's daughter. And
No,
I
I
see
mean
Michael
if
Jordan.
she was, forget about that.
That's the thing. You see the player,
Yeah.
and you see him in her face. So it's like it's kind of hard to like. No, I know exactly what you're saying because it's like.
Let me look up Michael Jordan's daughter and see.
Yeah, it's like she looks like him. That's not.
Oh my
good.
God, she really looks like him.
Yeah, that's not.
Oh my God.
It's so weird. Yeah.
Oh, I just see her in this picture. I could just see her dunking.
Yeah, she looks too much like him. So it's like.
Yeah. That's crazy. That is crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know. What about the? All right. So who was your favorite back then?
Girl back then.
Yeah, your favorite.
Wow.
I don't think I had a favorite because they were all my favorites.
Yeah, me too. It was like I liked Monica, the singer. I liked.
What was that girl who died? She was amazing. The singer. Alicia.
Aaliyah was beautiful. See,
She was, right?
It was a few.
Do you get upset when a really good-looking girl dies?
Yeah,
more so than when a not hot girl dies. Like when I worked in news and you get a picture and this is the girl who died, I'd be like, oh.
Yeah,
that girl was
it feels like a
beautiful.
wasted opportunity for you. It's like,
But it's so true. Like how horrible is that? Yeah, Aaliyah was gorgeous.
like Lisa Left Eye Lopez. She passed away.
She did.
remember
Didn't
from
she burn down?
Yeah, Andre Rice and stuff.
Yeah.
And she was really hot. She was really hot.
Oh my God.
I was big on her too.
Let me see if she was hot. Oh yeah, she was hot.
Yeah. So that was another. I was like, oh man, it's kind of like you shed a tear because it's like, don't get me wrong, you shed a tear because
But the crazy part is you didn't have a chance with her because you never would have met her.
Who knows?
But you would have never met her. That's the thing. It's not
See,
that.
I wouldn't have, but then
Yeah.
there's always that hope, that you hold on to.
I remember like the first story I covered, the first person I interviewed that died like a couple weeks later. This beautiful young teacher died. I interviewed her. We were like, I was young, I was single, we were flirty. It was fun. I mean, it was a fluff story, right? We had a lot of fun. She was super cool. Oh, we're going to stay in touch. She's going to tell me more stories, blah, blah, blah. 3 weeks later, she dies in a horrible car accident. And I walk in the newsroom and they tell me and they slam down the picture of her, on the cover of the newspaper or whatever. And I'm like, oh my God. And I felt terrible. And then I was like, but she was so hot. Not her.
Yeah.
Oh, she had so much. I also feel like she had so much more life. This is horrible. This is a horrible conversation, but it's so true.
No, I mean, I think what you're saying is absolutely true. I've definitely felt the same way. It's like I feel bad. It's like because she looks good. It's like, man, it's just a waste of good looks.
Right.
A waste of life and everything else. But we know her because she
Right.
appeals to us too as well. We don't know her
Right.
personally.
Right. Exactly. Oh my God. I'm got to be missing somebody though.
As far as like chicks from back in the day, that
Yeah.
really.
90s hot
Yeah, you
chicks.
named
I
some
wonder
of
what
them,
happens
but
if you type
It's
that
not
in.
doing too well right now. Did you like Julia Roberts at all? Was she like?
Nah, she didn't do it for me.
Yeah, I know she was.
Oh, you know who? I got one for you. One that's really hit the wall.
Who's that?
Yasmin Bleeth.
Yasmin. Oh, Yasmin. Hold
She was a Bond girl.
Yasmin Bleed.
Come on.
No, she's. The name is very familiar.
Jennifer Aniston still looks good. She was good looking.
I like Jennifer Aniston.
Courtney
She's-
Cox was good. Oh, when you saw Ace Ventura, tell me you didn't want to get together with her.
Courtney Cox.
Oh,
I mean,
I got one for you.
Courtney Cox was okay.
All right, how about this one? Lori Loughlin. She was good looking. She was with Uncle Jesse.
Oh,
Full House. She was pretty good looking.
She was okay. She was okay.
She was no Jenny McCarthy.
Jimmy Carter was better.
They got Pam Anderson at number 7. If they saw her sex tape with Tommy Lee, she'd be at number 1.
Maybe. I was like, but you know what?
Did you ever see that tape?
Of course I have.
Yeah. I mean, you're like, of course I have.
But I was like Carmen Electra more.
Stacey Dash was hot. There's a good one.
Stacey Dash was beautiful.
Yeah, Carmen Electra.
Oh my goodness, Stacey Dash is still beautiful, but she lost us. Like I can't get down with her at all. She went.
No. I agree.
Yeah, because of other reasons.
Yeah, Kerry Russell.
Kerry Russell, yes, she was nice too.
What was she in though? I know she's in Americans. Yeah, I love that show. She looks good. But what was she in?
90210, I believe.
She was? I don't remember that.
I think she had like
a lot of people like this girl. I had a friend who really liked this girl, and his Hamptons house was right next to her Hamptons house, and he used to like, oh, I'm going to sneak through the backyard. And I was like, dude, stop it.
Don't do it.
Rebecca Gayheart. You remember her?
What show?
She was the Noxema girl.
Yeah.
I never thought she was attractive. I was like, dude.
Didn't she hit somebody with the car?
Did she?
Yeah, I think she did.
I don't remember that. Who's Trish Stratus? I don't remember a Trish Stratus.
Doesn't ring a bell.
Wrestling girl, I guess. She wrestled with Steve Austin and Mick Foley.
China?
No,
not China.
No, not
Yeah,
China.
I would think.
No. Tiffany Amber Thiessen is number 1.
I mean, Kelly Kapowski.
I mean, because we all had a crush on her.
Yeah, definitely.
There's not a guy in the world that wasn't like, I would like to be Zach Morris.
Yeah, Kelly Kapowski was nice. She was very nice.
Yeah. I feel like I should play some video games right now, because then we could video game, and this would be like a whole 90s revival.
Let's do it.
This is crazy. So all these celebrities are showing up. I don't know why it's crazy to me that like Mr. T and Tom Selleck are showing up at Nancy Reagan's funeral, or where they're paying her last respects.
Mr. T?
Well, Mr. T had a special relationship with her. Not that kind of special relationship, but I don't know why they had. He was invited to the White House, and he has a picture of her sitting on his lap, and they had like some kind of kinship.
See, hey man, you imagine the things that we don't know that nobody would.
You
ever
never know. Could you imagine Mr. T in the Lincoln bedroom?
I mean, she sat on his lap.
Come on, this is just for a photo.
Okay.
I mean, I think we also sometimes we go a little bonkers.
I mean, yeah, but
I pity the fool. He's talking about Reagan. That's who he's talking about.
Yeah.
And that'd be crazy.
I don't think. Listen, no married man is gonna be okay with his wife sitting on another man's lap.
I don't know. You could be secure in that. When you're the president of the United States and it's Mr. T and you're goofing around, you could live with that.
Okay.
I'm telling you.
All right.
I don't know. Anyway, Tom Selleck is there. That's amazing. Magnum.
So I guess it's like a whole 80s thing. Everybody was.
Oh, Melissa Rivers is there. Wow. I hope looks like Melissa Rivers was really good looking, and then she went to she started having plastic surgery, and it looks like she's had a lot of work since her mother passed. I hope that's not the case. I hope that's just a bad photo. I still think she was good looking a few years ago. Last time I saw her, let's say. Patty Davis spoke. Nancy Reagan. She always seemed like she was somewhat in touch with the world. Nice. She was a good first lady, I thought.
Nancy Reagan?
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, you know what? I don't like Reagan too much. I don't know him.
I'm just talking about Nancy. She's not.
Yeah, I guess I associate the two, so
yeah.
That's why I kind of,
I just think she was a pretty good first lady, in my opinion. Had some good things. Just Say No to Drugs, I think, came through her.
Yeah, that was horrible.
The Just Say No campaign?
Yep.
Why is that horrible?
For a lot of reasons. I mean,
no, the war on drugs has failed. But Just Say No is not a horrible thing.
It's because it simplified the problem. It made it seem as though, just saying no was the only way to say no to drugs, when it was a lot more to it than that.
I'm not sure I follow.
Because
if somebody says to you, do you want this cocaine?
Yeah, but it's not as simple as saying no, though.
Why not?
Because there's like systematic. It's access. It's like going through things. Once you get started, how do you say no? It's a lot of things that go to it. It's not just as simple as just saying no.
Once you get started, the point is don't get started.
I mean, I hear you, but I think she kind of simplified it as a simple choice of saying no.
Yeah.
And it was more to it than that, especially for people who already had the issue.
Well, for people who had the issue, of course. I don't know. What is Firefly Cargo Crate from Loot Crate? That sounds pretty awesome. Is Firefly like a gaming crate? powered by Loot Crate and engineered by Q. What is this? Janny put that up. All right.
Firefly.
Why don't we take a break and then I'll game a little? What time is it? Oh my God, we only got 15 minutes. I better hurry. We better hurry. Yes. From downtown. Good if it goes.
Yes, sir.
What do you think? Should we take a break?
Then we could take a break, but if we take a break, are you going to come back and game anyway?
Why don't I game Monday? We don't have a guest Monday. I was going to line up a guest for Monday, but we don't have one, so why don't I game Monday? When I've actually got some experience then.
That works.
You know? So we could just forget about it. You want to take a break, or we just talk for 10 minutes and then forget?
Let's take a break.
Yeah?
One. Yeah, it's a little one. Just
You're tired of talking about girls?
Oh, I'm never tired of talking about
girls.
But you know what? We can just keep it. We can keep it going.
A break. I don't care.
I mean, because are we going to end at 5? You know, we usually sometimes we extend a little past.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I got to end at 5 today. I got to go see the little one.
If you got to end at 5, then we just keep it going.
That's what I'm saying.
All right.
Do you remember that Motley Crue song? Girls. The video for that was crazy.
I didn't know it was a Motley Crue song, but I do know the song.
I think it's Motley. Yeah, it's Motley Crue.
Yeah.
I got it up here. Let me rewatch this video. Wasn't I don't know. There were some famous people. Music videos were crazy in the 80s and 90s.
They used to matter back then.
I know.
They were like the new thing.
Now we're going to shoot it on our iPhone. We'll edit it tonight. God, the hair. It's amazing. Dun. I don't know. Anyway, so I'm just telling you, I think that the Jets are crazy if they're looking at RG3 to bring this conversation full circle. Why would they look at RG3?
I mean, they're not going to bring back Fitzpatrick for the price tag that he wants.
Right. So go draft a quarterback or go find one. They're going to bring in another quarterback that is basically proven to be a disaster that also doesn't fit their offense.
The draft is really weak as far as quarterbacks, but what I was thinking was, why don't they just give Geno Smith the opportunity unless they just haven't?
Oh, he's awful. Come on.
No hope, huh?
There's no hope for Geno Smith.
Okay. All right. I mean, that's fair.
Okay. So why not just pay the guy? Why not just pay Fitzpatrick? Well, so Fitzpatrick will get money from somewhere else. That's the bottom line. I was going to say, why not just pay him to do, for 2 seasons at the rate he wants and then not have a 3rd or 4th season?
I mean, it's just they're lowballing him. I mean, you saw what Brock Osweiler just got.
Yeah, I mean that's really the problem. Brock screws up the whole process.
Yeah, he changed the market,
Because here's a guy who played 9 games, and he played okay, not great.
Yeah, he was nothing spectacular at all.
Right.
And Fitzpatrick was way better than him, and now he's getting paid more than Fitzpatrick. So it's kind of like, as Fitzpatrick's look at that, I would see it the same way, slap in the face. So,
Yeah.
I mean, if I'm the Jets, honestly, I'll probably try to. RG3. I mean, I have hope, but I don't like that move either. I don't know what to do.
I can't go after Johnny Manziel.
AJ McCarron from Cincinnati.
He's no good. Let's be honest.
Did a pretty good job of managing the team last year.
Really?
When Andy Dalton went out, yeah.
How about go after Andy Dalton? He's injury prone. You could probably trade straight up, sign and trade Fitzpatrick for him.
Since he's not doing that.
No, I know that. Kidding. Oh, it's awful. It's awful.
Jets. This quarterback.
Well, it's not as bad as the Broncos, who have Sanchez. Right now he's number 1 on their depth chart, but that's not going to last.
Well, let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Mark Sanchez or Peyton Manning from last year?
I'll take Peyton Manning any day over Sanchez. I'll take Peyton Manning when he no longer can walk over Sanchez.
Was it the butt fumble that did it
no,
for you?
It's not. It's the fact that this guy...
His career just did it.
Huh?
His career.
It's the fact that this guy clearly can't get out of his own head. He's not a starting quarterback in the NFL. He's too much in his head. He's too worried about what people think and say and all this stuff. He doesn't have it. All I can tell you is we go back to this. Do you want a guy who has it and brings it and has that intangible that makes them be a winner, or do you want the guy who's not?
Of course you do, but those
so
guys
Peyton Manning did what he had to do to win the Super Bowl, didn't he? He found a way to win. Now, the defense played a large part, but he also could have given that game away.
Yep.
Sanchez would have given the game away. Osweiler probably would have won the game too. But I'm not saying Osweiler has the intangible. He just would have won by not doing all the wrong things. You know who I told you, Tim Tebow had the intangible of winning. I would rather Tebow than Sanchez.
No, Tebow definitely had that it factor.
Right, because he
just found
has
a way
the
to get
it
it done.
factor. You have a chance. This guy's never going to propel you in a game where you need him to propel you. He's never going to be a difference maker. I mean, it's kind of silly to say, would I take Peyton Manning last year? Peyton Manning was awful last year. But on the other hand, all right, Peyton Manning.
So you'll go with Peyton Manning.
Over Sanchez, yes.
I mean, it's understandable. I think that, honestly, I would go with Peyton Manning too myself.
Yeah.
Physically, he couldn't do it, but you can't replace that guy's brain. Just being able to kind of see what defense is in and know what kind of play to go for, things like that are irreplaceable. So I would go with Peyton Manning as well.
Right.
And I don't like Mark Sanchez. I think that he sucks as well too. It's just
well, there's a good way to put it. He just sucks.
No, he does suck.
He does.
I think his peers feel that way. Me and you feel that way.
Well,
a lot of people do.
Listen,
so.
Philly wanted Sam Bradford for Mark Sanchez.
Yeah, Sam Bradford. Honestly, I had hope for Sam Bradford. I thought he was better than.
Lots of people had hope.
Yeah, I thought he was going to be okay. And then I saw him in Philadelphia, and it's like, okay, nah, he really does suck.
Yeah.
Like, my friends made me I had to go back on my word because I told them that he was good and that he wasn't bad, that his receivers were just bad in St. Louis. And then he just made me, pretty much eat my words and look bad.
Yeah. I think that's, you probably shouldn't have said that.
Yeah, I shouldn't
I
have.
always was against Bradford. Man, you got to tweak up a little bit if you're going to own an NFL team.
Well, me?
Didn't you say? Oh,
I
basketball.
want to own an NBA team.
NBA, yeah.
That's my expertise.
Yeah.
NFL, man, sheesh. Can you imagine the cost of that?
Yeah.
Average valuation, I think, is like, what, $2 billion?
Average valuation of a football team? No, it depends on the team. So, like, if you go New York Giants value?
Yeah, per team, but I mean on average, though.
No, I don't think so. Here, let's do the New York Giants value.
I'm guessing $3 billion.
No, they're actually, Washington is worth $2.4 billion. The Giants are worth $2.1 billion. Now let's put in Jets. Yeah, you could steal an NBA franchise, maybe.
NBA franchise, but now like the prices of the NBA franchise has skyrocketed. But maybe I can get them for like $1 billion. I mean, I'm thinking about the time when I'm gonna be able to afford them.
The Giants were $2 billion, right? 2.1. According to Forbes, the Jets are $1 billion.
Wow.
Yeah.
Only half.
Less than half. Let's see.
How does that feel, Jets fans?
Let's see the value of. Let's see. Do you want the value of the New York? No. We'll do the Brooklyn Nets. No, that's hard because of who owns them. Who do you want to value? What, like the Hornets? No.
See, I would buy any team in
like
the NBA.
Like the Bobcats? No.
Mike's never selling them. I would buy any team in the NBA.
Okay, what about...
think of the worst possible destination.
What's the worst possible destination? I would say Houston.
No, Houston is a great place.
Toronto.
Toronto is actually a great place, too.
Value-wise?
Just location and everything, their value is going to go up.
No way. I'm going to look at it.
Toronto's, is really up and coming. It's like a great city. Everybody's recognizing that now. I think Drake has helped with that.
Toronto Raptors. Let's see how much they're worth. Well, $980 million.
Yep.
Well, I don't know. I mean, we could look at other basketball teams. Would be worth it.
The thing is, like, a lot of the times now,
what do you think is okay, how about New Orleans? What's the New Orleans team called these days? The Pelicans?
You see, that might be, that would be one that would be of lower value. But even them, because they sell based on the fact that the NBA is just kind of continue to rise in popularity. So they would sell it to me for even higher than the estimated value.
Well, they probably are the lowest value team in the league.
What is it, 700 million?
It was, it was 650 million.
Sounds about right.
Pretty crazy.
Yeah. The worth of these franchises is going up like every year. That's why it's getting tough. It's like, man, I really have to hurry up and do this.
Well, what do you think about baseball teams? They got to have a high value, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Think about a bad baseball team. What do you think's a bad baseball team? Like the Brewers?
The Florida Marlins or Miami Marlins now.
No, the Miami Marlins have value.
Just because they've been bad for so long, you know.
Wow, yeah. Milwaukee Brewers worth $226 million.
Oh, that's not
bargain.
too bad.
Yeah.
That's not bad at all.
That's a bargain. What do you think? You want me to look up Florida, the Miami Marlins?
Yeah, Miami Marlins.
I mean, come on.
They opened up a new park, though, so maybe they might be worth a little bit more. But they just lose all the time.
This is all according to Forbes, by the way. $650 million.
Okay.
What was the other team that I said? I said somebody else. Didn't I? How about the Chicago Cubs?
No, the Cubs are worth a lot.
Really?
Yeah, Cubs are going to be worth like billion.
Even though they never win?
Yeah, still great franchise.
Franchise. They have the TV network.
Yeah.
$1.8 billion.
Yes.
Wow, that's a big disparity. How about the Blue Jays? I bet you they're worth a lot.
Blue Jays, I would say about 800 million.
Yeah, 870. It's pretty good. 870 million. So I'll put a deal together on the weekend for you to buy the Brewers, and it's a bargain.
Hey, with all your connections, you think you can set something up with me for the NBA?
For the NBA, what? For buying a team or what?
Yeah, man. Like, just get me in the club, so I can just like start to make relationships. Because relationships are everything. So once I do have the money, then they'll be like, hey, this guy's been expressing interest in the team for a long time now.
Yeah.
So.
I think you're a long way from that.
I mean, no, I'm not that long. I don't think so.
Yeah, you want me to make a call, get you in with the Knicks?
I mean, yeah, I don't think Dolan's selling it to me. But get me into the NBA.
Wow, Shaq really gained a lot of weight.
Yeah, that's what happens to all these guys after they retire, man. It seems like you can tax on at 50 pounds at least.
Well, you know why? It's because they eat like 3,000 calories a day, which they need when they're playing and training and all that. And then what happens? They stop playing, but they keep eating.
Yeah, and stop being that. Yeah, and then your body's used to that activity, and now you're just taking in the calories. And Shaq needs to kind of calm that down. He's too big of a dude to kind of be packing on pounds.
Yeah,
like that.
You don't want to see him. He won't be with us much longer. He keeps packing on the weight like that.
I mean, if he's packed on pounds, so that means he's like 4 something.
You think Shaq ever held out for a woman? Like he ever said, "Oh, you know what? Until we get married, we're not doing it."
Never.
How about MJ?
Never.
Russell Wilson?
You know who did do that?
Who?
AC Green.
I don't know.
He went his whole career being a virgin. He played 20 years in the NBA.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
Supposedly.
Allegedly. All right. Is that the show? 4:57. We'll call it.
4:57. Ready to?
It was a fun week, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed our topics today too, talking about the girls.
Yeah,
and
you
stuff
liked the girl.
Yeah.
Wow, look at you, man.
It was. I mean, I think the Terrifics liked it as well too, right?
Seems like the
very
Terrifics liked it.
responsive.
You know, girls.
Girls make the world go round.
Oh man, if they only knew the power they really have over us, right?
They definitely do.
They do know the power.
Yeah, they use it all the time.
Yeah, I guess so.
You go out, like for instance, you go to a bar or you go to a restaurant, and you get that waitress. She'll smile at you and say nice. She knows exactly what she's doing. Because at the end of it, you leave her with a nice tip, right?
It's funny. Greg and I had this conversation one night once, and he said his friend always leaves a big tip, right?
Yeah.
And always a big tip because the girl flirts with him. And I kept saying, like, this is crazy, So I called the waitress over it. He's like, no, it's going to work for the guy. And I said, come here. She said, yeah. I said, explain to my friend here how this works. And she was honest. I got her to explain the whole deal. And he was like, what? I'm like, come on. Right?
What, the fact that it's like...
that she's working you.
Oh,
From the minute you walk in, that she's working you for a bigger tip.
She's definitely working, yeah.
And she's flirting with you, and you say, oh, we should go here. And she says, yeah, that'd be fun. She has no intention of hanging out with you after the restaurant closes.
Super enthusiastic about it and everything, yeah.
I know a lot of guys, you know this one, I'll end with this one. Every guy goes to a strip club thinks that he's going to take the girls home, There's always like, oh, that one's coming home with me. All the guys I know one guy who's actually gotten phone numbers at a strip club, and that's without even asking.
Oh.
That's Handsome Jarrett.
Yeah?
Yeah. They're just like, oh, here's my number in case you want to call me sometime. And he's also probably the least interested in their phone number of any guy.
Isn't that something?
Yeah.
So he has superpowers that he doesn't even use.
Ask Colts. He has superpowers. Athletes have told me not to bring him around anymore.
It's hilarious.
Super duper powers, we should call them.
Interesting.
Yeah.
He doesn't even want to use them. Like
well, he does use them, just not, not all the time.
Selective.
He's very selective.
Hey,
he turned down Danica Patrick before she was a star. She was a race car driver, and he turned her down. Had no idea that she was really Danica Patrick.
Wow.
She's like, yeah, I'm a race car driver. He goes, yeah, I'm a pro baseball player. She's like, no, really, I'm a race car driver. He's like, mm-hmm. She's like, well, here's my number. He was like, walked away from her.
Oh, man.
Can you imagine?
Imagine that. Man.
Yeah, I think she's good looking, too.
Handsome Jack, they call him, huh?
Handsome Jarrett.
Handsome Jarrett,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
A name like that.
Yeah, with a name like that. He's been on the show. He was on the show last year at Toy Fair. I got to give him a call. It's been a while. I meant to call Anthony Turk today. Maybe I'll call him on my way home.
Sounds good.
That's Lee Rareman's publicist.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Still no cause of death, huh?
Yeah, they're going to wait like a month before they...
If he tells me, if he says, I know, and he tells me off the record, I guess I could keep it because I'm not like that. I'm always good like that. But if he doesn't say off the record, I might have to drop it on air.
Bum, bum, bum,
Or I could okay, it's off the record, and I'll just write it on the wall.
Hey, you technically never said, right?
Right, exactly. All right, we're going to go. You're the Terrifics. Janny, CJ, Digital Phil, wherever you are. Everybody else, the Extender, Planet Mitch. I mean, the list goes on forever. But you are all the Terrifics. Thanks so much for watching. Kurt is a Terrific. I need to get some more think tank gear in here. That's what I'm thinking. We need think tank for everything. We need a think tank, for everything. I want that really big one so I could just sleep in it, take naps in it during the day, like it's my coffin, kind of. I'm a vampire. Oh yeah, they're very comfortable bags. Comfortable for my camera equipment. Anyway, Kurt is watching, and he's a Terrific. I got to give him a call too. I got a million people to call. All right, I got to go do some business, right? I gotta make some deals happen now. No,
You got things to do.
I gotta go see Jack. Oh, look at that! Just got a text message. Boom. I'll see you guys later. Have a great weekend. Until Monday, be terrific.